Hi everyone, welcome to Push Your Luck video. My name is Eric. Today with me is Julian.
Hello.
Alright, my classmate. Today we are going to be reviewing Flowering Snail. So this is a Taiwanese game. Alright, it's from designer Chen Qifan. This is a very, I would call it like a micro game-ish type of game. It plays 2 players. It's pretty fast. It plays 10 to 15 minutes.
Not even.
Yeah, well not. Yeah, it's written in 10 to 15 minutes. So we are competing snails in a way. I think
Yeah.
competing snails. We are given with this board. I think there's actually 2 sides. There's only 2 sides to it. Yeah, 2 different sides to the game. So during our turn, there's 2 phases to the game. During the first phase, we'll be placing snail cards. So we have I think 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, and we have also flowers as well. Alright, so what we are doing is we're placing the snail cards onto the board. Now if the sum of the cards of the snails exceeds your opponent, then it becomes your opponent's turn. So it must exceed before your opponent's turn. So this sets up an interesting place where you might want to put a small number first and then put a bigger number later on. You can also put these flower cards onto the board. So what these flower cards will do is that at the end of the phase A, when we have placed all the snails onto the board, it will then calculate. So if your sum of your snails is greater than your opponent's one for that particular flower tile, right, then you get to keep the flower tile. This will give you 2 points at the end of the game. If it's tied, no one gets the flower tile. Then after that, we go to phase B, where we start removing snail cards from the board. So how do we remove the snail cards? It depends on the number. If the snail card is smaller or equals to the number of a neighboring snail, alright, then you can remove that snail card. It doesn't matter if it's your own card or your opponent's card, you can just remove the snail card. So at the end of the phase B, you count how many points you left of your own snails on the board, and you add the flower points, and then if you have more points than your opponent, then you win. It's unlikely that there's going to be a tie though. Yeah. But yeah, so we have played a few games about it. Julian, what do you think about it?
I like it. It's a very simple game, but it certainly has enough depth to drive at least a couple plays.
Yeah.
The interaction of the first round and the second round is very interesting. I feel like that, figuring out how to arrange your snails in such a way that you're guaranteed to get at least your flowers is pretty easy, but it's the way you want to arrange your tiles for the second round, for the die-off, is a lot more complicated, especially when you're also trying to get the flowers in the first round.
Yeah.
And since the game is so simple and it's so mechanical, I kind of worry that if you played it a couple times, you might get to a point where it's just like you simply know how to win.
That means a few standard opening moves that you have, and then that's probably
having multiple maps would probably help with that. We didn't play with the second one.
Yeah, but it is. I'm quite surprised you say you like it though. I mean, usually it takes a lot to make you to make you like the game. Because I think at the start when we first started playing the game, deceptively it looks very simple. It's like just laying the tiles, and the theme is like very light-hearted and stuff like that. So when we started playing, I think the first game it was kind of we were kind of getting a feel of the game, but we did see that it did take a lot of thinking. There was a lot of thinking involved for such a simple card game.
Yeah, I think sort of what I like about it is that it's not really a game that asks much of you. It's quick to learn, it's easy to play, it takes no time at all to play, and you get, for the very little that it requires for you to play it, you certainly you get plenty of fun and interesting thinking back.
It's bang for buck, you know.
Yeah.
So this is Flowering Snail. It's 2 players. I think with more plays, the paper map might no longer work. I think you could always create your own maps to try to extend the length of the game. The cards are quite nicely designed. There's very nice background, nice art. It's simple. I think simple, minimalistic, but it does come in a little silver bag though, so I'm not sure. I think it's quite interesting. Yeah, it could even be extended to have actual snail meeples in the board.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it could be. Right, so this is Flowering Snail. I think Julian recommends it.
I would.
Yeah. Alright. For me, I would recommend it as well. It's quite an interesting micro game. Alright, thanks for watching. Say bye.
Bye.